Alright, well, today I'm going to be showing you the new Kokushibo spec in Sailor Piece, and I'm also going to be showing you how to obtain him, so let's just go ahead into it. Alright, so first what you want to do is you're going to want to teleport to Boss Island by using the purple portal, and once you get here, you're actually going to be able to summon Kokushibo. If you scroll down to the bottom, he only takes 1 upper seal, 700k cash, and 700 gems. Or you could like rank up the difficulty, and it varies between difficulties. Alright, so first, his drop rates are pretty recommend that you try to get to Petty whenever you're going for him, or you just AFK it, and yeah. So in order to get him, he actually like spawns right here. His requirements are 6-eyed demon title, which you can get from fighting the boss, 37k gems, 1 moon crest, 4 crescent shards, 9 lunar essence, 16 demon remnants, and 25 upper seals. And I'll show you how to get the upper seals in a moment. And for his F skill, it doesn't tell you right here, but it's actually 85 upper seals and I believe 10 crescent shards. Kokushibo is a really good character. I believe he is the best in the game currently as of, well, I don't even know what update this is, but he is the best in the game right now. Remember, by getting his F skill, you also get 30% damage, and he's really good. So I'm just going to show you how to get the upper seals while we wait for the showcase. Alright, so in order to get his upper seals, what I recommend and what I did personally to get my own is just to go to Lawless Island, and if you have a character like Gilgamesh, you should be able to like angle yourself in which you're killing Atomic and the NPCs at the same time. And I believe, I'm not too sure, but I believe these NPCs have the best like spot in order to get the upper seals. Now I'm going to show you what the upper seals look like on the screen right now, and I recommend that you like farm overnight because these upper seals can have like crazy drop chances, especially using a luck build if you have good runes and things like that. But Kokushibo is not that hard to attain. He's really easy, really simple, and he's definitely one of the best in the game. So yeah, now we will be getting into the showcase where I'll be showing you his damage. Well, I'll be showing you the damage that I have, since you know different charts and builds may vary. But yeah, I'll be showing you Kokushibo's moves and how much damage he does according to my build. Alright, now I'll be showing you the spec for Kokushibo. He actually does have some pretty cool effects. And before we get right into the showcase, I'm also going to show you my stat boost. So I have 865% more damage, 35% increase on the melee damage, 72% crit chance, and 150% crit damage. Now, before we get into it, I would like to also note, did I just say that twice? Holy fucking repetition. This is actually going to be the most annoying part of this fucking showcase. Alright, now I'm just going to show you the Kokushibo spec. He does have 5 abilities, Z, X, C, V, F. And I would also like to note that he only has 4 whenever you first obtain the spec, because you got to get that F skill with 85 upper seals and 10 crescent shards. Now, I would also like to show you my stat boost, because I know the damage can vary. Especially whenever I'm doing the showcase, I'm also going to be having crit chance, so it will vary even more. So I have 865% damage, 72% crit chance, 150% crit damage, and also like to note the 35% melee damage increase. So we're just going to start it off with his Z, which is pretty cool. As you can see, I double critted, so it did do 2 billion damage. Now let's go ahead into the X. The X is really cool. I low-key like the X a lot. I like it way better than the Z because the Z like pushes you, so it's not really viable for AFKs. And then let's get into the C. Okay, so it does 4 billion damage, but that was very inconsistent, especially because I missed the first part. So let's just do the C again. Alright, so as you can see, it's doing around 4 billion damage, and then now we get into the big boy moves where we have the V and the F. These are the moves that are going to be doing more damage and taking longer to get back. So let's go ahead and start with the V. Now, as you can see, the V does have a very long cooldown. I mean, very long cutscene. However, it is very, like, understandable since you're getting a lot of damage, in which I just got 11 billion damage. This character is really good. Best in the game, I believe, at the moment. I'm not too sure since I don't really play the game too much. But enough said, let's go ahead into the F skill, which you've all probably been waiting for, and the strongest move on the set. Now it is doing 16 billion damage, and remember, as I said, the damage can vary because of the crits and the multiple attacks, especially with different builds that people have and different ways of doing damage. But this character is really good. I hope you enjoyed the showcase and stuff. You know, this is my first showcase and stuff. But yeah, this character is really good, and I definitely recommend you get him.